welcome to another video. In this video, we'll discuss an important use case. The use case is that in my Copilot Studio, I want to display a Dataverse table records and bind to a drop-down. Okay, we know that whenever we want to display list, let's say I want to display list, what I can do, I can ask a question and add here the options that I want to display, right? Let's say enter your choice. And here I can add options, right? Let's say the first option is I want to click this new option so that I can add option. Let's say MCA. I want to add another option. Let's say MBA, like this, right? Now this is nothing but a static list. Okay, this will display two items. But what about drop down? Drop down is not supported here using questions, right? And because of that we need to use the adaptive card so that I can bind a list, dynamic list or static list, into a drop down and ask user, the chatbot ask users to select one. So how to do that? You just delete this one which we have created and just delete this condition which is not required, which is automatically created. Okay, now let us create a new step in this topic. Thank you, which will display an adaptive card. So add a question, add a node here, and use ask with adaptive card. When you click on add with adaptive card, you can design its property. If you click on here, click on property, you can design the adaptive card by adding your components. What adaptive card you can add, what controls? Let's say I want to display a list. I want to display a drop down. So I'll drop down, I will scroll down here and select this choice set. I will drag and drop it here. Now this will create a drop down and I can define here the label. Please select a user. Okay. And in here, I want to display a placeholder, select user. Okay. And I can give a ID of this control so that I can refer, let's say selected user. Okay, now I can save it. Now once you save it and click close, it will create a drop down with predefined values, right? What are the values? I have not added yet, right? So click this and add some items here. If you want to bind some static values, you can just go here and add items here, choices. The first one, let's say Sanjay, value 1. Next, let's say Sudhir and value 2. Now save it. Now close it. Okay. Now, if you save it and test it, sorry, one more thing I forgot to add a submit button so that user will select and click submit button to go to next step. So here you just click this and go to action set and drop it here so that I can add a submit button. Click on action submit, and in the submit button I want to display the label as submit, and that's it. Okay, I can give the ID as btn submit. Okay, that's it. Now save it and close it. Now you'll see here it will create a drop down for you and submit. If you test it, just save it and test it how it works. Let us test this first. I'm just binding the static items to my drop down using adaptive card. Then I will make it dynamic using Dataverse Table. Now you see guys, it is saved. Now let me refresh this. Now once I'll refresh, To test, let me type the trigger phrase to initiate this topic, ty. Now you'll see here, this is now rendering a adaptive card I have designed with predefined items. You see, Sanjay and Sudhir. And I can select one of this option and click on submit. And once you user click submit, I can hold this value in a variable to display message or to use in my logic, further logic. But right now this is static. But my requirement is this drop down should be bound to display all the contact or user records, system user records from Dataverse dynamically. How can I do that? Because in this option here, the list in the adaptive card, you will see it is bound to static field. In the adaptive card, if you click on adaptive card, the drop down is bound to, you know, the static fields. But here I want to make it dynamic. If you want to make this dynamic, you have to take an approach of calling a power automate, which is a agent flow, which will return some data in JSON, and you can bind the power effects here. So how to do that? Let us proceed. First of all, you need to create an agent flow that will return your actual data that you want to bind to your dropdown. Okay, I have already created an agent flow. How to create an agent flow? I have already created a video. I published. You can watch how to create agent flow. So I created an agent flow using this plus option. Okay, add tool and create new agent flow. I have created this agent flow. Okay, where I do not pass any input parameter, but using Dataverse connector, I am reading the user entity or user records, and using a select action, I am creating an array. One is full name, another is ID. In full name, I am binding the full name of the user. In ID, I am binding the system user ID. So the select action takes the array of the list from this list row, whatever data it is returning in the list, and creating a new array. And this output of this select action, I'm responding as a variable, text variable, whose name is list return. And I am using the output of the select action, which contains the array variable with all this full name and ID picked from this list row. Now this flow I want to call it. So I'll go here in the topic, and before this I want to call the agent flow I have created. So click on this topic, add tool, and agent flow I have already created this one, get lit user. So use this. Once you use this, it will call whenever the topic will start, and it will return this list string. This list return output string is nothing but a JSON which holds multiple users with its full name and ID. In which format? In this format it will return. This is kind of array, and the first record inside this first full name, and let's say Sanjay whatever, then comma ID, then the ID, then comma the second record, right? This is how it will return as a string. But I need to bind this JSON as a table or record to my drop down. How to do that? Because it returns this type of format. So what I need to do, so I need to bind this return value from the agent flow to my adaptive card drop down. So for that, you need to go to its properties and change JSON card to formula card. Once you change the JSON card to formula card, if you scroll down, you can change dynamically using power effects this section, because this choice is the node or property which holds the properties, the title and value. Now I want to use a power fx. This formula card supports power fx, you can write. So I want to use this formula using a loop. I want to bind my dynamic data. So instead of this square bracket, I'll use my for loop here. Okay. So what I have written, for all table parse json topic.list return. Okay. So topic.list return is the variable that is available here, right? So it is actually parsing the JSON object and creating a table and looping through the table records and creating a list of title and value. So for each JSON property, it converting to it to record so that it will create a table variable. Then for that table, it is running a loop to get each record's title and value. Sorry, each record's full name and store it in title, and it gets its ID and store it in the value. Because for dropdown, title will display in the user interface, value will be used whenever you refer it. So this is required. Now you save it. Now once you saved it, I want to display that which user is selected in the drop down. This is how it will bind to the adaptive drop down uh, by getting data from your agent flow. And this is the variable that stores the selected user. Now let me add another step called as send message or display message, which record is selected. So what I'll do, once the user submits data, I want to send a message. You have selected user, and I want to define the dynamic variable, and this is the selected user, topic.selected user, which is a string. Now let us save and run. This is how you can dynamically call an agent flow to return JSON and bind to a drop-down using adaptive card. Now let us refresh it and initiate this flow again. Initiate this Copilot again by using the trigger phrase thank you. Let's say ty and hit enter. Now it will directly call the agent flow and display data to me. You see? You are welcome. Next, it will return data. You see, now if you click this, you will see the users. This is nothing but the list of users available in my Dataverse. And user can select one option, and one option selected, and user clicks submit. Once it is submitted, it will display the message I have rendered. You see, you have selected this user. I'm just displaying this for our development purposes. It is not actually displayed like this. You should not, the chart board should not display like this. You should take this value using other logic, right? You want to do some other logic by selected value, right? But this is how it is getting data. You see, this is very important use case, that how you can get data from Dataverse using agent flow, binding to a drop down using adaptive card, so that user can select one option from the drop down and pass the selected value to further action for processing. Interesting, isn't it? So agent flow is very powerful and adaptive card is very powerful to make it happen. Okay. Thank you everyone watching this video. See you next time. Bye.